Kṛṣṇa Prashta Utale Śrimati Bhaktivi Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Vasatya Deshitarine Hare Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. We are in Srimad Bhagavatam Canto 10, Chapter 21. The gopis glorify the songs of Krishna's flute. Text 15. Okay, so... Nadyastadattadupadharai mukunda gitam. Nadyastadattadupadharya mukunda gitam. Avarta lakshita vano bhava bhagna vegaham. Avarta lakshita mano bhava bhagna vegaham. Alinganastagitam urmi bujair murare. Alinganastagitam urmi bujair murare. Rinanti pada yugalam kamalopahara. Rinanti pada yugalam kamalopahara. Nadyastada upadharya mukunda gitam. Avarta lakshita mano bhava bhagna vegaham. Alinganastagitam urmi bujair murare. Hignanti pada yugalam kamalopahara. Please share. Nadyastada tadupadharya mukunda gitam. Avarta lakshita mano bhava bhagna vegaham. Alinganam. Vignanti pada yugalam kamalopaharaham. Nadyastada tadupadharya mukunda gitam. Avarta lakshita mano bhava bhagna vegaham. Alinganastagitam urmi bujair murare. Vignanti pada yugalam kamalopahara. Nadyastada tadupadharya mukunda gitam. Avarta lakshita mano bhava bhagna vegaham. Alinganastagitam urmi bujair murare. Vignanti pada yugalam kamalopahara. Matajis? Nadyastada tadupadharya mukunda gitam. Novartalakshita mano bhava bhakna vega. Alinganasthagitam urmi bhujair murare. Nantipada yugalam kamalopaharaham nadyaham, the rivers, tadam, then, tat, that, upadharya, perceiving, mukunda, of Lord Krishna, gitam, the song of his flute, avarta, by their whirlpools, lakshita, manifest, manaha bhava, by their conjugal desire, bhagna, broken, vegaha, their currents, alingana, by their embrace, sagitam, held stationary, urmi bhujaihi, by the arms of their waves, murarehe, of Lord Murari, Grihnanti, they seize, pada yugalam, the two lotus feet, kamala upaharaha, carrying offerings of lotus flowers. Translation purport by disciple of His Divine Grace Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. When the rivers heard the flute song of Krishna, their minds began to desire him, and thus the flow of their currents is broken, and their waters are agitated, moving around in whirlpools. Then, with the arms of their waves, the rivers embrace Murari's lotus feet, and holding onto them, present offerings of lotus flowers. Purport. Even such sacred bodies of water as the Yamuna and the Manasaganga are enchanted by the flute song, and thus they are disturbed by conjugal attraction for young Krishna. The gopis are implying that since many different types of living beings are overwhelmed by conjugal love for Krishna, why should the gopis be criticized for their intense desire to serve Krishna in the conjugal relationship? Hare Krishna. Namo Vishnupada Krishna Prishta Utale Srimate Bhaktivikasa Swami Niti Namine. Namo Vishnupada Krishna Prishta Utale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So here, this is the 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, where the Krishna Leelas are described in greater details. And here the gopis, the greatest of all devotees, are speaking and expressing their feelings for Krishna. Now, this is a very high topic. It's far above our head to discuss it. But whatever Prabhupada and his disciples presented in this purpose, we should understand. These are topics to be realized and understand on higher level. Others would be misunderstood by the coverings of Maya, by the burning desire of living entity to be enjoyer of everything. And therefore these topics are not really discussed too much. Concept is discussed. So here we can hear the gopis glorifying power of Krishna's flute, that even the rivers are attracted. When the rivers hear flute song of Krishna, their minds begin to desire him, and thus the flow of their current is broken and their waters are agitated, moving around in whirlpools. So gopis are saying, even river is disturbed by beauty of Krishna. What's wrong with us? Even river. Of course, we understand in spiritual world, That's quite possible, and that's really happening. Because river is a person. Behind every energy, there is personality who is presiding deity, controller of that energy. Behind the river Ganga, there is personality, Ganga Devi. Behind Yamuna river, there is Yamuna Devi, personality, Gopi. So, in spiritual is possible very much this to happen. Another place is described that not only that Yamuna turns into whirlpools agitated by Krishna's beauty, but also becomes stunned. One of acharyas explains that her water becomes like a frozen. Another places say that rivers start flowing opposite direction. So these are the symptoms of ecstasy, when somebody is fully absorbed in Krishna's, whether Krishna's name or his form or his qualities, or just remembering or seeing his pastimes, or simply smelling the fragrance of his transcendental body, hearing his voice, or simply like here, hearing his flute. Just hearing the playing of Krishna's flute agitates the river so much that commotion starts. And whirlpools are created, and all the lotuses, everything is agitated. And then the river splashes the water on the bank and pushes those flowers as an offering to Krishna. Because Krishna is on the bank, so river is coming to touch his feet. When Srila Prabhupada used to do the morning walk in LA, on the beach, and they were walking on the sand, Prabhupada will lead and all the disciples were behind him, and the waves will come, almost touching Prabhupada's feet and going back, almost touching. And the devotees commented, Prabhupada, the ocean wants to touch your feet because you are pure devotee. So Prabhupada just chuckled, didn't say yes, didn't say no. Just walk on. So that's the concept here also, no? The gopis are saying, oh, look at these rivers, they have long arms. They're showing the transcendental jealousy, you may say, to the river, that, oh, river has long arms, can embrace Krishna's feet. Because if river water covers the feet, looks like embrace from all the side, very long arms. So gopis are lamenting, oh, we should have long arms like this. Because river can embrace Krishna, even in presence of others we cannot. So that transcendental is a transcendental love to highest extent. And therefore gopis are expressing like that they are seeing every living entity. Look, yesterday Chitari spoke, explaining how birds are getting stunned. The birds are stunned and clinging to the branches of the tree not to fall down due to transcendental ecstasy. So this is what gopis are seeing. Gopis are seeing everyone is made after Krishna. No? Everyone is devotee of Krishna. Everyone is completely attracted with Krishna. Everyone is fully absorbed in Krishna's name, form, qualities, pastimes. Everyone is completely Krishna conscious. This is how gopis is. How do we see? I'm only devotee. Everyone else is spaced out and in Maya. This is how neophyte position we see. No? Instead of glorifying devotees, we envy devotees, or we glorify ourselves. That's the what to do. It's a material contamination. It's a problem we have to deal with. Jiva. Therefore, it's prohibited much to discuss these topics and read those books describing confidential pastimes of Krishna, particularly with the gopis, because the jiva has this desire to enjoy. Once we were traveling in the train, met some professor. He's a professor of Sanskrit literature and poetry. So he saw us reading, we were reading Bhagavatam, so he said, do you have 10th canto? I say, we have 10th canto also, but there are 9 cantos before 10th canto also. So, no, I want 10th canto. That beautiful Venu Gita, He knew about it. Oh, these are beautiful verses, really nice, really, what a beautiful expression of love. Like in Sanskrit is like this, and poetry is like this, and alankaras are like this. He was really, so we were like, wow, okay, good. Anyway, long story short, after speaking so much, he said that I also wrote to my wife in that style one song. You see, this is the problem. This is the problem, that they want to use Krishna's, Gopi's words. Gopi's words they used to glorify his own wife. We were so frightened. We really pushed him to take set of Bhagavatam. Didn't want. Wanted only 10 canto. So, yeah, anyway, we were joking. There was one devotee really enthusiastic to give him books. So he said, you buy full set of Bhagavatam, you keep 10 canto, these 4 books, give us back the balance. If you want only 10 canto, but pay for full Bhagavatam. But he was not into it actually. He just wanted to impress us how he knows more than us about Bhagavatam. But shocker is that they use this. This is first thing shocked me in India when I came. There were some Gujarati movie. I came to Gujarat first, so there were posters all over the place. Some young man and young woman, and he's holding the flute, having turban, just imitating Krishna basically. It's some love story movie, nothing to do with Krishna or Vrindavan or anything spiritual. But you can see the posture. He has tribanga with flute, and the lady is there, and they're having that loving glances, imitating Krishna. And that is the problem. That's why these topics, unless one is pure in the heart, he will try to say, oh, very nice. Even to enjoy this poetry itself, this Sanskrit alankaras, it's, what is it? Is it good or bad? If you are taking anything Krishna's for your own enjoyment. There's Tamil poets, they discuss Divya Prabandhas, or they discuss so much, they quote Kamba Ramayana, but they don't glorify Ram. They glorify Kamba. What a expression, what a words, what a combination, what a multiple meanings, and they will not mention Ram. The very purpose Kamba Ramayana is written to glorify Ram, they will not mention, they will not acknowledge it at all. They will not at all say that Kamba was devotee of Ram. He was Tamil poet. We, the Tamil people. See, completely, this take something from Krishna to use for their own purposes. And that's the problem with Jiva. That's why we are very sensitive with these topics, how much we can discuss, and who is qualified to discuss. Remember that. When couple asked Prabhupada in Chennai, that, Srila Prabhupada, please, why don't you tell us about Krishna Leela, Ras Leela, 10 canto? Prabhupada said, oh, that's, one should be qualified to. So, say, no, we are all life, we are following, we are pure vegetarian, we are devotees of Krishna, we are qualified. And Prabhupada said, but I'm not qualified to speak. And that was a brilliant way of really not hurting anybody and avoiding the topic altogether. Obviously, you cannot say, I'm qualified. As soon as you say, I'm qualified, that's declaration of disqualification. You can't say. Yeah, it's very funny to hear for devotees glorifying themselves. That karmis, they glorify themselves. We just met that life member, he has printed on his name card, Rotary Club, 97 to 98, Lion Club, 90, then this one, that one, the member of this, member of that, member of Engineering Club, member of this, and then written, life member of ISKCON, printed on his name card. Then I turn backside, still list is going on. I say, man, this is not the invitation card, this is a trumpet. I'm so great, I'm so great. Karmis, we laugh when we hear them glorifying themselves, no? I did this, I did that. But this is expected. Aham ameti, karmis thing, I'm the center of the world. That's the two scientists were discussing whether it's geocentric or heliocentric model of the universe, whether Earth is in the middle of the universe or Sun is in the middle. And finally, the judge who was sitting there, because two egos were clashing really heavily, he said, the I is the center of the universe. It seems like Ahankar is the center of the universe. And it's very true. No? Prabhupada said that this universe is created from the darkness of the false ego. I believe, second canto. The universe is created from the darkness of the false ego. Why? That is desire, that I am enjoyer. So it's beautiful verses, but problem is that mentality that I'm enjoyer, that is big problem. Of course, we are following no meat eating, no gambling, no illicit sex, no intoxication, no sin, basically, in that way. But even if you say, oh, what a nice day, but you don't think of Krishna, you are enjoyer of material world. Even if, oh, what a nice mountains, what a lovely day. Maya, you are enjoyer. Unless you think of Krishna. Oh, what a nice day to go book distribution. That's good. What a beautiful mountains, which you have temple on the top. You have to link it to Krishna. We have to link it to Krishna. We have to. So this all sadhana bhakti is process, training ourselves to see everything linked to Krishna. Otherwise, link immediately to the self. No? Again, just this is amazing, you know. People came for Janmashtami and say, we have enjoyed your program, we have enjoyed your festival. Yeah, okay, nice, happy to hear that. But you see the mentality, I come to them for enjoyment also. Must be, oh, it was very pleasant. So we are happy you had pleasant experience. That is nice. They like darshan, they like kirtan, they like the homa, they like prasadam. Drama was attractive. Good. But that mentality is still, we enjoyed your bhajans. Yeah. Definition of bhajans is the song sung in the glory of Krishna for his pleasure. No? So they do not know that. Okay, but good. At least they are attracted with something related to Krishna, so that purifies them. But we would not speak like, devotee would not speak like that. You know, everything is for Krishna's pleasure. That is devotee's mind, you know. That we display that offerings, Mataji's cook 108 varieties of sweets. Actually, they cook 160 something. And again, people, one fellow asked me, who will eat all of this? I say, well, after Krishna, all devotees will take, no problem. But again, what they see, oh, so nice, let us enjoy, no? That's why offerings are covered. When you see any temple, you will see the cloth is over offerings. Shastra say, because of crows and dogs and other envious living entities. But we know very well, it's because of men, for sure. Because you can't control immediately. What is there for me? 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 How to enjoy, how to enjoy, how to enjoy. No? That jiva is so much, consciousness is so much more that everything is for my enjoyment. Everything. Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur is so conscious of that, that when they travel by train, if any disciple would lean on the seat, oh, you want to enjoy, you are leaning on the seat in the train. They had to sit straight and, yeah. What is our, consciousness? So that's really, really high, really amazing to see. And this is the example for us, no? So here the gopis are seeing everyone is serving Krishna, everyone is in ecstasy. So they are kind of justifying, disciples wrote in the purport, that what's wrong with us being attracted to Krishna? Everyone is attracted to Krishna. They are saying this, no? With long hands, they embrace Murari's feet. Why Murari is mentioned? Murari is again mentioned. Murari is Murari. Ari means the enemy of the Mura demon. So the gopis are saying, Krishna, we are going to die in separation, that burning desire of conjugal love. So you kill demons, not devotees. Please save us. So that's the message mentioning Murari here. And holding on them, presenting, offering lotus flowers. Now lotus flowers, also Krishna, we know that at the bank of Yamuna, Krishna performs Ras Leela on the soft sands of Yamuna. So for refreshment, Yamuna Devi offers her water. Kamala here mentioned Kamala Upahara, carrying offering of lotus flowers. Kamala also means in Sanskrit fragrance. So the fragrant water is offered to Krishna for refreshment after the Ras Leela. And Kamala means also opulence. So the Yamuna is offering everything she has as a devotee, full surrender. That's the meaning of the Kamala mentioned here, explained by Acharyas. So this is how Gopi sees everything. They see that everyone is agitated by the attraction to Krishna. So nothing wrong with us. Now, why Gopis are considered the highest of all devotees? Because the most difficult social boundaries they break for Krishna's pleasure. And that's very difficult. It's most difficult. They are ready to be cut out socially. They leave their small kids, they leave their families, they leave their husbands, they leave everything. In the middle of night, what a scandal. What a scandal is that, you know? That okay, young girl runs away at night. That's already bad, no? Unmarried girl. But the married woman runs away at night, leaving husband, leaving the babies, leaving all the duties. Day, night time, whatever, whenever they hear the flute. It's a scandal. It's a very bad. But the gopis are pure devotees, and Krishna is the one enjoyer. Ekavashi Sarvagaha Krishna. When Brahma he didn't come, actually the spiritual was revealed to him. And what he saw one Supreme Lord with hundreds and thousands of devotees serving him. That's what he saw. Lakshmi Sahasrashita Sambrahma Sevyam. He saw that there is one Supreme Lord and everything is centered around him. He is the Supreme Enjoyer. Of course, even that is qualified by Krishna's own personality, that he gives transcendental pleasure to his devotees and that they experience even more pleasure than him. That is the way of Krishna. That is that Krishna is not some egocentric, sitting on the throne, big boss and just commanding around, but actually he serves his devotees. He makes arrangement that Aishwarya Jnana is removed from the mind of devotees in Vrindavan, so they can approach him, they can play with him, they can come close, they can take care of him, they can feed him, they can dress him, they can bath him, they can come very, very close, approach him and express their love in very intimate way. So this is Krishna's way of dealing with you. And they feel more transcendental pleasure than Krishna himself. So this is transcendental mystery. No? People think, oh, God, Supreme Enjoyer, if I am God. Immediately they think, if I am God. Again, while traveling, you meet all kinds of people. So Shriram and myself, we met one fellow, and fellow started talking about politics, and Shriram a little bit knows about the matter, so he started talking about it. And then I just mentioned in the course of discussion, just that actually the monarchy is better than democracy. Let us have a king in India. And immediately fellow says, oh, would be nice to be king. Immediately fellow king is enjoyer. No? He didn't think about duties of the king, taking care, because king can do tremendous benefit to the country. If king is Vaishnava, whole country becomes Vaishnava. At least they will, do things for Krishna. Krishna's festivals will be celebrated, no cows will be killed, no alcohol. Prabhupada given no list. Ministers advised to Indira Gandhi that all ministers morning and evening they should go for kirtan. Brothel houses and slaughterhouses should be banned. No other religion allowed in public. So many things Prabhupada given. If I remember correctly, there are so many things Prabhupada given. And yeah, Indira should be mother, queen, and the king should be installed. But as soon as they hear king, I'm enjoyer. Soon as they hear God has all the potency, all the mystic powers, immediately mind go, ooh, if I have mystic power, I'll do this, I'll do that. Means I'll enjoy like this, I'll enjoy like that, I'll enjoy like this, I'll enjoy like that. There's one visitor, I kind of bhakta, young devotee, you may say, coming to temple, and he heard on class this description a little bit of Indra and Swarga Loka, and then he heard about mystic powers. So almost every Sunday feast, he would ask similar question, all same question. Why Krishna is not giving to devotee some CDs? Why Krishna is not giving to devotee a lot of money? Huh? And then when the temple president at that time, he explains that, well, Krishna is ready to give, but would we be able to bear it? Can we actually take it? Huh? If you get mystic powers, he asked him, will you come next Sunday for Sunday program? Or you will be experimenting around? You know? Will you use it for Dharma, or you will use against? Huh? Now you have no money, so you're coming every Sunday temple. Of course, he didn't say for prasadam, but we all knew he comes for prasadam. And he said, the temple president asked him, so if you have $1 million tomorrow you get, will you come next Sunday? So that's the problem, that soon as people hear about Krishna's opulences, they want to enjoy it, they want to use it for themselves. And what to speak of Krishna, they're hearing, oh, Krishna had 108 queens. Oh, immediately envy, no? Oh, I should also have a few more. Good idea, no? All these movies, one hero, Indian movies are very much into singing and dancing. No, half of the movie is some songs, correct? This is very rare in the West, that half of the movie is singing, dancing. So it's called musical that time. Anyway, so what is it? One hero and many, many girls dancing on the slopes of the beautiful mountain. It's just imitating Krishna. It's just imitating demigods. Just imitating everything that is meant for Krishna's pleasure. It's just imitation all the time, no? You know, I don't know nowadays, but when we used to travel those days by bus, there will be that huge screen and full loudspeaker right in, through your brain, forced down through it, So it's just imitating Krishna and gopis, no? Krishna is dancing with unmarried girls. Krishna is dancing with many, many unmarried girls. And what do karma? Good idea. I would like to do also. This is the problem. How can you discuss anything? You cannot. No? You cannot. Why covering that boga, no? Because as soon as they see, immediately tongue is going out. Immediately, I want to enjoy, I want to enjoy, I want. So same thing, like we cover boga, the 10 canto is fully covered. It's actually fully covered. Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says, every shloka in Srimad Bhagavatam, 18,000 shlokas, every shloka in Srimad Bhagavatam is describing Radha and Krishna. Wow, that's the vision. That's what he sees. That is amazing. No? But he can see because there is no envy. There is no desire anymore to enjoy. So this is the thing with conjugal relation with Krishna. Cannot be discussed because we are infected with lust. And then everything we see through different eyes. And it's bad. Really imitating Krishna. Everything, anything we want to enjoy, imitation of Krishna. Anytime you want to, anytime we enjoy our own glorification, it's bad. We are imitating Krishna. Krishna is to be glorified. No, devotees, they don't want to hear. Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur used to say, oh, you glorify me, you're my enemy. You just see the statement, no? That's the true state. That's how devotee thinks, no? So sometimes we are neophytes. What to do? We have to We have to hear again and again, again and again, again and again, and practice and practice and practice to be servant of Krishna. That's what it is. So this sadhana bhakti, that's the process. That's the Guru-given path, method of purification. So therefore we follow. We bow down to deities, we chant, we serve, we offer food, we remind each other. Did you finish your round? Did you offer pranam? Did you see Krishna? Did you have darshan? Did you do this? Did you do that? Did you serve today? How much you serve? We help each other not to forget Krishna. That is the beauty of satsanga. In association of devotees, we'll be reminded of Krishna constantly. We'll be reminded that life is precious. We have to serve Krishna. Everything else is maya. Everything else is waste of time. Everything else is misuse. Everything, our wealth, our ability, our whatever we have is given by Krishna. If it's used for Krishna, and then it's perfect. Anything you know how to drive for Krishna. You know how to speak for Krishna. You know how to cook for Krishna. If you don't know, learn things to do for Krishna. But Krishna Akhila Cheshta. Everything should be offered to Krishna. Everything for Krishna's pleasure. That makes life perfect. And that's possible in association of devotees. It's easier, it's satsanga. It's easier when we are all together. It's very difficult alone. Alone, Maya just bang, flickers like a small ant. So together, when ants are tossed on the water, they hold each other. They hold, they make small ant mandala and they float like that on the water. They survive together. So this is the satsanga, power of satsanga that devotees should, everyone should shift near the temple, near satsanga, hear regularly, chant, serve, hear again and again and again and again, and maybe one arrow of Shravan will pierce through the thick layers of ignorance, and maybe something will come to our heart, and then we can, actually, honestly dedicate our life in service of Krishna. That is the point, like gopis. What is that? Thank you very much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna. You have any questions, comments, anything else to add, please? Yes, Prabhuji. Yes. Yeah, enjoyed by Paramahamsas. Well, it said that, what they said, that Vaishnava Priya is dear to them. It's dear to them because glorifies Krishna. It's not that, they are enjoying it. Pibata Bhagavatam. They are drinking the nectar. Because of their love for Krishna, they can't stop hearing and chanting, and it's nectar. But when ecstasy comes, like in case of Daruka, when he was fanning Krishna, and ecstasy came and his body became stunned, he said, ecstasy, go away, I don't want to stop serving Krishna. So this is the attitude of devotee, even if their own enjoyment is complete secondary. They don't expect. It's not that, Hare Krishna, when will ecstasy come, when will ecstasy come? Of course, we are longing, when will ecstasy come, but not for the sake of ecstasy, but for the sake of that we get purified, we can do better service to Krishna. That's the attitude. It's not that, when will ecstasy come? That's up to Krishna. He is supremely independent autocrat. You can't tell him, if I do this, then the ecstasy will come. No, you do honestly attentive chanting, take good rest, fully focus, don't distract yourself consciously, and then you do full endeavor to hear your rounds. And then whenever Krishna wants, he reveals himself. That's absolutely up to him. We have no control over it. So same thing, the pleasures, ecstasies, more we are pure, the more pleasure is there. But it's not for the sake of pleasure that we are doing it, but comes automatically. That is Krishna's gift to devotees. First pleasure is, how it goes? Adaushada, tada satsanga, tad bhajana kriya, tad dhanartha nivriti, tata ruchi. Ruchi, first taste for service. That devotee who has a ruchi, he likes to come Mangalarti. It's not that, I have to go, what will others say? It's not like that. Mangalarti, hey, Mangalarti, bliss. He likes Kirtan, he likes to hear Bhagavatam, he likes to do service. First taste for service is developed. But it's not that he wanted to enjoy it, but that's Krishna's gift. That's like inevitable. And then asakti. Asakti is attraction to Krishna himself. Ruchi, taste for service. So there is a pleasure. Asakti, there is so much pleasure of thinking of Krishna, seeing his form, hearing about his qualities, hearing about his pastimes. Transcends, the ecstasy comes. But not that devotee wants it. Not that he is expecting it. When Prabhupada will show sometimes transcendental symptoms like that, getting stunned in the middle of Radha Madhava, he got stunned. So devotees understood that he completely went into some other world, in the transcendental level. You can see he's fully absorbed, transcendental samadhi. And devotees softly started chanting. And later on, I don't know who was that. Is it Harishauri or Shutakirti? I think Harishauri. Somebody asked Prabhupada in the room. Oh, who asked him? Brahmananda. Is it? Yeah, Brahmananda. Somebody asked Prabhupada, what do we do when you come like that in ecstasy? And Prabhupada, I don't do this often. I don't do this often. Like very rarely happen, don't worry. You see, he's controlling it. He's controlling for the sake of preaching, for the sake of service. He has to hold it, control it. That he said, not very often happens. So don't worry. See how he's toning it down. Not I'm great devotee. I'm Bhakti Shastri holder. I'm Bhakti Vaibhav holder. I'm this. I'm that. I'm 30 years in ISKCON. I know this guru, I know that guru. Man, after 30 years, cool down a little bit, be a little humble, What is he putting it a trumpet, So weird, it looks weird. I'm senior disciple I'm senior devotee. Senior devotee. Yeah, maybe longer than others in material world. Senior, It's weird to hear from devotees glorifying self. And that's the idea, that devotee have no concept of enjoyment. All the nectar is all around. When Krishna himself becomes attracted with the nectar tasted by devotees, so he comes as a Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, then you know how much nectar is there. But those devotees are ready to give up anything for Krishna's pleasure. That is the glorious. Gopis, why gopis are glorified? Remember that when Krishna had a headache and Narada Muni was sent to find devotee who is ready to wash his feet and give that water for Krishna to drink, to relieve him from headache. And nobody wanted to do it. So how can I give water to washing my feet to Krishna to drink? It's offense, I'll go to hell. And when gopis were asked and warned that, hey, but if that happens, you'll go to hell. Let us go to hell with the hell. Let Krishna's headache get cured. Who cares what happens to us? This is the devotee. So enjoyment is there, but they are not doing it for the sake of themselves. We will enjoy. As Christians, I ask Christian priests, so what is the goal? What is the goal of your Christianity? To go to heaven. So what do you do in heaven? We enjoy the heavenly gardens. And then what do you do? Exactly, describe. What do you do? We sit in the gardens, we eat, we sing, we dance. And he's speaking 50 minutes, didn't mention Jesus at all. I say, what about Jesus? Oh, yeah. Sometimes he walks to the garden and smiles upon us. They are going to heaven to enjoy. They are taking God's place for their enjoyment. Even there they want to go. They want to, like we want to go to the moon to exploit any oil there, any gold there, any minerals there. Same thing, these fellows, they want to go to the kingdom of God and again be enjoyers there. No concept of service, no concept of God. Our God sometimes comes and smiles upon us. God is one who makes all arrangement for our enjoyment. No? Another religion also offers, if you do this, if you do that, you'll get many heavenly virgins, apsaras, basically, for your enjoyment, correct? What a motivation, what a bait, what a carrot. It's a big carrot to do things. But devotee is not like that. Devotee is fully surrendered to Krishna, not expecting anything, no? It's difficult. That's completely opposite than what we are in material world. In material world, everything for my pleasure. I should get best seat in the train, I should get best mangoes on the market, I should get best glorification, I should have the best house, I should have the best car, I should get the best wife, my children should be best in the school. Everything is, we are in the center. Ishwaraham, aham bhogi. No? Now we have to change this upside down. Can you imagine, that all life you are walking on your hands. This is how they teach you from childhood. You are walking on your hands and legs are up. And now I have to teach you walking. It's, upside down completely, So that's that mentality, enjoyer. No? Everything. Even when prasadam plate comes, I like this, I don't like this. Hold on, man, hold on. Do you know what are you talking about? Krishna's prasadam from Krishna's mouth, tasted by Krishna. Nectar, transcendental. I don't like curry leaves, I put skin from tomato side, I do this, I do that. Or devotees get too much into Ayurveda, this is kapha, this. Yeah, okay, you can do that, but with great respect. With morosness, I say, Krishna, I can't relish these samosas, pakoras, because I'm sick. I will honor dal and rice. Forgive me. No? That should be, this is good, this is bad. What do you mean this is good, this is bad? This is prasadam, our transcendental, fully spiritual. But that enjoying mentality should not be there. Okay, prasadam time. Thank you very much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Oh, sorry, there is one more. Yes, please. No, it's not same. Always remember Krishna means when you are on transcendental platform, that devotees cannot forget Krishna. He is always remembering him. And we who are sadhakas never forget him. We have to be reminded. It is a long story short. You understand? That's what I heard. So it makes sense. And also it's said because of other way of explaining is because rules and regulations, why the bhakti reminds you of Krishna. Never forget him means, apple, is it prasadam? Correct, we are checking. Prabhuji, you give me some apple, is it prasadam? Did you offer? No, I'm reminding you, yes, rules are there to remind us of Krishna, correct? Don't eat in front of deities, close the altar, don't do this, don't do that, so many remind us. When you come to temple, go for darshan. No, first offer pranam, first to Prabhupada, then to Krishna. So many rules are there to remind us of Krishna, that we don't forget him. Did you forget your rounds, finish? Did you forget reading? Did you forget, you forgot all these things. So we remind ourselves. But then the transcendental platform, actually devotee cannot forget Krishna. He cannot. You look at the gopis. They see the river and river is the great devotee. She has big arms, offering everything to Krishna, offering fragrant water. She is completely in ecstasy stand. This is how they see. When we see river, river, enjoy, take a bath. No? You see the difference in consciousness. Another way is Shastras always emphasize important things. Always remember, never forget. It's for the sake of emphasis also said that this is the thing. Smartavya satatam Vishnu vismartavyo na jatuchit. Sarvavedi nishedachu. Eterveva kinkara. All rules, regulations are servant of this principle. Every rule, every single word in Shastra is meant for that purpose, to make us always remember, never forget him. So that also from that side the emphasis is given. And what was your understanding? Well, I mean, nastiva. Why 3 times? Because we are stupid. That's why 3 times, because we have no brain, Why 3 times? One professor said, I read Swami Prabhupada's books, but I find it very repetitive. Yeah, because you don't get it in first purport, then Prabhupada puts it second purport, surrender. We are not this body, we are spirit soul. Yeah, I got it. How you get it? You are acting on it. Are you acting a person who is self-realized? No. And then you didn't get it. Read it again. It will come again and again. Again and again will hammer you. Again and again and again. And when you think, now I understood, hammer will come again. Doom, nonsense, fellow. Surrender to Krishna. So we have to hear, this is how it is. Shastras emphasize all the time. Krishna repeats some shlokas twice in Gita. Correct? Why? And Arjuna is superior intelligence compared to us. Correct? Where is Arjuna, man? Where is his brain? Where is his ability, character, everything? Power of absorption, assimilation, intelligence. That's uncomparable. And for him, Krishna emphasizes, Manmanavo Madbhakto Madhyajima, no? So, Hare Krishna. Okay, Srila Prabhupada ki jai.